Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to make some happy, healthy zucchini rolls. I am super hungry, so let's go ahead and get started. Today's recipe has 3 different things that we need to do. So let's start with our zucchinis because we need to let them soak in oil and salt to kind of get them soft, and you'll see why when we start making our zucchini rolls. So we're going to begin with medium-sized zucchinis like this. And what you want to do, of course, wash them. I don't peel them because I like the edge to have the green peel on it. So don't peel it. I think it looks a lot cuter if you don't peel it. Go ahead and take off the ends like this. And now you're going to need a mandolin. So here's a mandolin. Of course, it's not necessary. It just makes it a lot easier and a lot more dangerous. Mandolins are dangerous. But what you want to do is place it on kind of like the thicker side. And also what I like to do, I think it makes it easier, is to cut the zucchini down the center first and then start making my little like rolls. It's the same. Zucchini like this. We are going to place them in a bowl with a little bit of salt and oil to kind of get some of the liquid out and make them more manageable. So go ahead, leave it in your bowl like this, and don't throw away your ends because you can eat it just like this. So go ahead, place about a tablespoon of olive oil in the bowl and a pinch of salt. You don't need too much, just like that. And mix it around just like this. Make sure all the zucchini gets coated so that you can help drain all the water out of it. Just like that, and set it aside. All right, next we're going to do the filling, which is going to be a cheesy filling. It's so delicious. And you guys, this is super simple cheese that you can use as a dip, but today we're going to make it as a filling. So you want to do half a cup of sprouted cashews. So sprouted, it means that I have had these soaking overnight at least 8 hours just in water. And after I've drained it, I'm going to put it into the food processor. I like doing this type of cheese in a food processor because I want it to have a little bit more texture than if you put it in a high-speed blender and emulsify it. It'll be too creamy, and that's a different type of food that we're trying to make. So next, I'm going to add half a cup of sprouted sunflower seeds. So again, they're sprouted, they've been soaking for at least 8 hours. Okay, now that we have that in the food processor, we're going to add half a cup of rejuvalec. You guys, rejuvalec is so delicious. And if you follow me on my Instagram at Isa G Living, you see that I'm drinking this all the time. If you want to learn how to make rejuvalec, I can show you. Let me know if you do down below in the comments. Okay, so you add your rejuvalec to the food processor. Now, if you don't have rejuvalec, don't think that you cannot make this wonderful cheese. Of course you can. Just do the juice of 1 lime. So put that in a measuring cup, and then however much you need to add of water to make it half a cup. So take the juice of 1 lime, put it in here, and then add water to make it half a cup. So you take half a cup of liquid to your 1 cup of solid food. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. So we have the rejuvalec, or if you have made lemon water, to give it the tanginess of cheese, and the nutritional yeast not only adds actual nutrition, more nutrition to our already nutritious filling, but it also is going to add a more cheesy flavor. Go ahead and hit pause on your food processor a couple of times. Okay, after you've mixed it in your food processor, you will see that it should have the consistency of kind of like feta cheese. You want it to have some chunks in there. Chunks doesn't sound good, but you know what I'm saying. Just like this. You guys, this is really good just as is to use as a cheese, but since we are using it as a filling, I am going to add spinach. So you want to add spinach. I did about a handful of spinach, and now I'm going to add some salt. For this one, I always say salt is to your taste. I tend to like food a little more saltier, so I'll do 2 pinches. I'll probably add more later, but don't worry about the salt. It's just you add whatever tastes good to you. Go ahead and mix this a couple more times. And we're back. So our delicious filling is ready. And you will see right now the consistency still has kind of a feta cheese. If you're Mexican, probably like a requesón type of consistency. And that's exactly what you want, because again, this is the filling. We don't want it to be too fine. You want it to look just like this. You're going to put this in a bowl just like this, and next we are going to do our tomato topping. Now we are going to make the tomato topping. You guys, this one might have a little bit of a controversial ingredient, but we'll talk about that later. So we're going to start with about 1.5 cups of tomato. Today I'm going to use these little heirloom tomatoes because it is what I have on hand, but if you have like the big what is that, like the big house beef steak tomato, you can use that. You can use any tomato you want. You just want to use about 1.5 cups of tomato. We're going to put that right into the food processor. Again, we want kind of a chunky topping, so you don't want to put it into a high-speed blender. You want to keep it in a food processor. Next, we are going to add some capers for saltiness and flavor. Oof. I'm going to do about a tablespoon or teaspoon. That smells good. And now the controversial ingredient. Oop. Olives. I don't know why some people love olives, some people hate olives. I love them. So if you can take it, I would do a tablespoon of the liquid to give it flavor. And if you really do love olives like me, you can add some of the olives into it. Again, this part is optional. If you don't like it, you can add a little more salt or add salt to your tomato topping. You see, I didn't add salt because the capers and the olives have enough salt and flavor for me. And to add a little more flavor and make this like kick it up a notch on the flavor, we're going to add some oregano. You can do about 1/2 teaspoon. We're going to go ahead and mix. All right, so you just want to give it a few pulses because we want to keep it a little chunky. It will look a little bit like a salsa, but you know it's not going to be spicy like a salsa, but it will be very tasty. If you overdo it, don't worry, it'll still taste really good. It'll just look a little bit more saucy then. Okay, you guys, so you know we put the zucchini in the oil and salt earlier to kind of get some of the liquids out of it. You want to take it out and kind of press on it and get some more of that liquid out. Just help it out. I'm going to be eating these immediately, so I don't have to make sure that they're super dry, but if you plan to eat these the following day or the day after that, you can put it between a paper towel or any towel and really squeeze to get any excess water out. Otherwise, a little squeeze like that and you're good to go. Here comes the fun part where we're going to make our little zucchini sushi. So you want to lay your zucchini out like this lengthwise and do some of your green cheesy stuffing that's so delicious and so nutritious. Put it on one end like this and go ahead and roll up. You're going to want to stuff them all and roll them up just like that until you are done with your little zucchini rolls, zucchini sushis. I don't know what I'm gonna call this dish. What do you guys think? Should it be zucchini rolls or should it be zucchini sushi? Which one sounds cooler? You know, I just want to be cool. And there you have it, you guys. beautiful, delicious zucchini sushi rolls. They're cheesy and they're good for you. They just really are good for you. And now I get to eat them with my sushi sticks. Here it is, you guys. Let's see how good it is. This is so good. You guys, if you want to feel awesome, amazing, and eat amazing food, you gotta make this dish right here. Okay, you guys, this is super delicious. I mean, you saw my face. I was enjoying this. If you do make this recipe, please let me know if you like it. Again, please share and subscribe. And if you really like this, share this with other people. And if you make it and you change it, or you have different tips or tricks, please let me know. Until then, I'll see you on the next one.